We move ahead in the match. Cliff Drysdale and Patrick McEnroe continue the call.
Wow, what a pickup there. And a good return from Hewitt off the body blow. Gets it down low, and that's just an eye dropper. I mean, the half volley. Hewitt couldn't even get close to getting his racket on. One apiece, second set. Vic gets out of a hole there. ESPN has college hoops doubleheader tonight. First at 7 o'clock. Two Titans of the Big Ten. Illinois fighting the Illini, take on the Hoosiers of Indiana. And then at 9 o'clock, Kentucky Wildcats take on the Bulldogs of Georgia. Super Tuesday presented by Lexus on ESPN Tuesday night. Both games available in high def on ESPN HD.
Robin Vick has taken risks today, but in truth that's the only way he's going to win this match. But it's really worked pretty well for him. I mean, it was a close first set. He got first break of the match. In turn, had trouble holding, of course. Vic's been broken 3 times. 25-year-old from the Czech Republic who last year had really a breakthrough year for him and climbed up the rankings in a huge way.
Yeah, by having success on the challenger level. That record doesn't indicate that there, but he won 3 challenger events. It's 33-11. Not to mention 18-1 in the futures, which is a level just below the challengers. Oh. Oh.
Break points for Vic. Had 1 apiece in the second set.
Hewitt got up to this drop shot pretty well, but like he sort of mistimed his jump here to get to the overhead, mishit it. And Vic did a good job taking his time. Now he's got 2 break points here.
Hewitt hasn't fired very well at the Australian Open. I mean, he won 2 slams, Wimbledon and the US Open, but until last year, he'd never got past the 4th round here in Melbourne. Well, there's guys on that one, and there's the really good start in the second set as well for Vic. He's got the break, and he'll serve when we come back live here to Rod Laver Arena. Robin Vick getting the early break, because the same thing happened in the first set, and then he was broken 3 times in that first set. See if he can hang on here. This is the Australian Open, Rod Laver Arena. Outside there, this huge television screen that so many enjoy during the afternoon. Here's what happens. You show up here and you've got your choice of courts that you can go outside courts with a lot of really good action out there. But when Hewitt's playing, they all gather there for the big screen if they can't get in to Laver. Showing some versatility is Vic right now. Some
Drop shots, angles that passing shot. And that was smart play going right at Hewitt.
Vic says that the turning point of his career came in February of last year when he won his first challenger in Poland. He beat his countryman Michael Tabara. Just when we were saying that he looked so
Yeah,
set,
looked like
and
he was in control, and he's going to really put clamps on Vic. Vic's cruising. We've got our pulse just right on this one, Cliff. You know, we're all over it.
Right, like he's not going to make any more unforced errors, and suddenly you see 5 of them in the set from Lleyton Hewitt, 18 for the match, and it's not as clean as it was.
Differential now in the negative column for Hewitt, -2.
See how Vic handles the pressure of being in front again, because that sometimes can be challenging. 3-1 Vic, second set. Vic's dad owns a printing company, and his mom, Natasha, works with her dad and older brother Bodan in the business. As I mentioned, they were both gymnasts.
39.
Continuing, as you said, Cliff, take some chances, rocket some returns. He's been able to do it off both sides. You see Hewitt, pressing, going for a big shot. It's not really there early in the point. That's when you start to wonder about his match sharpness. It's usually so good, the Australian, at choosing when to pull the trigger, when to go for the shot.
Got away with it again. I mean, this drop shot thing is not going to be a staple that's going to work against Lleyton Hewitt, because the guy is beyond speedy, but gets away with this one again.
Yeah, high, and again, Hewitt's there. Trying to go up the line there. He's just having trouble reading Vic right now. Guy's throwing a lot of different looks at him.
Absolutely, it's a break point coming up. It's a good point. He's throwing a lot of different stuff at him. You never know what's coming next. Break point.
No.
He missed it.
Oh, he lined that one up. Hewitt did well to track down that slice because that thing had some mustard on it. Stayed low. This one right here was a nasty slice. Hewitt gets to it smartly, just sort of punches it back deep. Vic had all sorts of room there, just trying to cut it too fine.
Roger Rashid, part of the Hewitt camp. Coach. That's his fourth double fault. Is that Glenn?
Yeah, Lleyton's dad, yeah.
You can tell under the hat for sure.
Not as many people in the Vic camp. A few empty seats there.
Break point.
Something tells me, Cliff, that it's not getting too many million-dollar magazine offers for pictures in the Czech Republic, is Vic. Like Hewitt is here.
For pictures of the kid.
Right. Hewitt, it just looks indecisive right now.
Yeah.
Not quite sure what to do. That was a tame attempt at an approach shot. I mean, it really was, there was no vigor to this. So he just said, well, let me try this. I mean, it didn't look like he really wanted to come in there.
Break point. Hanging on, but believe me, if Vic gets ahead 2 breaks, and he's had 2 chances already in this game to do just that, the second set would be as good as over. But now it's Hewitt who's got a game point. But Hewitt holds on. Vic to serve at 3-2 with a break in the second when we come back. France in every major city in the world, basically. So he says, yeah, you go to the Stoke House.
That's right. In St. Kilda, right on the beach there.
Beach is on the right-hand side there, and you can...
a nice little steak over there, a little fish if you prefer. Nice little blend of those great Australian wines, you know, they have down here, Cliff.
Oysters.
Sure, little oysters for you. A vegetarian if you want, for the vegetarians out there. Have a club soda too as well.
Vic, meanwhile, Robin Vic of the Czech Republic is up 3-2. And he lost the first set to Lleyton Hewitt, who was a finalist here at last year's Australian.
15.
I think Hewitt's worried at this point, Patrick, or not?
I wouldn't say particularly worried, but he's definitely not looking that sharp. I think this man's a little worried. Roger Rashid, the coach. Hewitt certainly is a guy that can play his way into a tournament, that's for sure. And you can see him there. He's frustrated. It's rare that Hewitt doesn't play well in the slams. The French obviously has been the one that's the most challenging for him, though here was until last year, as you mentioned earlier, Cliff, when he reached the final. But you look at his results over the last few years, he's pretty consistent in the slams.
That's
that's just a ripper. What a point there.
game points for 4-2 coming up.
Hewitt covering some territory during that rally. And Vic just absolutely unloaded on this one. It sat up. He'd worked the point. Beautifully measured.
Again, Vic. New ball.
So Vic holds, and it's 4-2.
Vic leads 4 games to 2.
Live coverage here of the Australian Open, day 2. It's the first round men's singles match. Lleyton Hewitt, the number 3 seed. He's from Australia, taking on Robin Vic. Czech Republic, 6-4 first set. Hewitt broke 3 times. He, in turn, was broken in the early stages of that first set. Second set, Hewitt broken, and he has not been able to break back yet. This is Hewitt serving at 2-4. He struggled in the second set. The unforced errors have become more frequent for both of their rackets, actually, but more particularly Hewitt.
That's going to tick Hewitt off the overrule.
Roger Federer winning easily earlier today. Amelie Mauresmo a 3-set win over Sun of China.
The correct call by the chair umpire overruling. That one was wide, and then Vic again unloading. Hewitt been going a little bit too often out wide in that deuce court, and Vic is all over that return. Going to try to change up that serve in the second. He's pressing now. 5th double fault. Hello.
3 break points for a double break in the second set. By the way, Juan Ignacio Chela is about to put Andy Murray of Scotland out of his misery. He's up 6-1, 6-3, 5-2. Vodafone.
Boy. Holy Vic.
Vic will serve to level this match at a set apiece when we come back live here to Lever Arena in Melbourne. Hemisphere, and this is a picture from downtown looking, and it's very close, by the way. It's just about a 10-minute walk from downtown Melbourne, as you see the tennis stadium on the right, and then the Melbourne Cricket Club, which can seat 110,000 people for cricket or Australian rules footies. And there's a shot of Melbourne in the background. This is a really spectacular city with, as PMAC will tell you, a lot of great restaurants. There's the retractable roof, 15,000 seat in this arena. 5-2, Robin Vic, Czech Republic, taking on Australia's favorite son, Lleyton Hewitt.
15.
Davydenko winning the 4th set there, 7-5. So that's going to a 5th set. Karlovic, Davydenko, Chela now. See, Murray just held, so Chela now trying to serve it out. A routine straight set win for the Argentine. That's a surprise. That is so easy against Andy Murray.
Robin Vick at 30 love, 5-2 second set. 2 points away from leveling it.
Oh, got it. Everything falling in now for Vick.
So it's a set apiece here on Rod Laver Arena. Let's go to Chris and Brad.
Australian fans are kind of used to the emotional ride that Lleyton Hewitt can take them on, and game all now in the 3rd set is Robin Vick of the Czech Republic taking advantage of some poor Hewitt serving in the 2nd set to level that match. This is Tommy Haas, popular player down under, twice a semi-finalist of the Australian Open, former top 10 player, and known as a dangerous floater these days because of some injuries. Your ranking is down there, but you can certainly beat anybody on your day. And today it was Richard Gasquet. A lot of talent for this young guy. You just jumped on him early, and it seemed to kill his belief.
Yeah, that's what I try to do. I mean, it's always tough playing an opponent that you haven't played before. He's a very talented young player. His favorite surface is clay, I believe, and he did some damage last year. So I try just to go in there, play my game, try to see his weaknesses, and it worked pretty good for me today.
You a dangerous guy in this draw? I mean, you did beat Roger Federer and Kooyong. It's on the same surface as an exhibition event, so you can take from that what you may. But
yeah, I'd like to hope so.
And nobody wants to see you out there on none of these seeds. Yeah,
I'd like to hope so. I mean, if I'm feeling pretty fit and good about my game, I think I'm a pretty tough opponent. It's not going to be that easy for them, and that's my goal this year: to be injury-free, to be healthy, to be fit, and just try to go out there and improve some things in my game. And I think I'm going to be pretty tough.
Now, Lleyton has complained about the courts being too slow. How are the courts playing to you this year from years in the past?
See, for me, it's always tough to remember how it was last year or 2 years ago. I really, you play so many different surfaces all year long, so I really don't remember how it was last year. But it does play a little bit slow. The ball bounces up high, just like in the past years. I think it's always pretty similar to me.
Let's check the highlights of Tommy's match against Richard Gasquet. Again, you come out and, Gasquet, a guy that's gotten off to kind of a slow start in 2006, didn't win a set in his tune-up, but a guy with immense talent. And do you expect a shot-making kind of a match?
Yeah, definitely. Like I said, I think he's got one of the best backhands in the game. I try to be aggressive as much as I can, try to play more to his forehand, and just try to improve the things that I've been working on lately. And that's what I think I've been doing pretty well, and that's the most important thing for me right now.
Gasquet tried to work his way into that 2nd set. You're able to take it 7-5.
Yeah, he started to play more aggressively in the 2nd set, and he got up to an early break. And good for me that I got the break back and broke him at 6-5 to win the 2nd set 7-5, which was important.
You've had so many injuries and so many things happen off the court. How has that changed your perspective as a tennis player? How has that made life seem different?
Yeah, well, it's tough. Anytime at my peak when I was actually playing my best tennis, the shoulder surgery came along pretty shortly after that, and I was out for 15 months. And then I was, playing an unbelievable year when I came back in 2004, jumping basically from 0 to 17 in the world.
Yep.
Then I was, trying to get back into my game, and then I had this crazy accident last year in Wimbledon where I twisted my ankle in the warm-up. You have never seen anything like this, but it happened to me.
You step on a ball.
Yeah, every time the ball goes by me now, and it's like it hits the wall. I have to look. Yeah, I have to look back and make sure everybody watches out for the balls. And it's tough, but things could be worse. You just try to go back out there and get fit and do the best thing you can.
Your next opponent, the veteran American Paul Goldstein, what do you know about him?
Well, we actually played for the first time 12 years ago in Satellite in Hawaii, where he beat me like 6-1 in the third, I remember. But we played a couple of times since. He's a tough opponent. You know, he goes out there, he grinds, he takes the ball early, he mixes it up coming in. So, you know, it's not going to be an easy match at all. So I just have to go out there again and try to focus on my thing and see what happens.
The cropped hair? You know,
yeah.
The ponytail's gone?
It is, yeah. I got a little bit tired of it towards the end of last year, and the first thing I did after the last tournament was cut it off. So
I like the look.
Thanks.
Yeah, the ponytail's gone, a lot of weight's gone, your coach is gone, a lot of new things for 2006. And a
couple of changes.
How close are you to playing the best tennis you ever played? Are you not too far away from it?
Well, I don't know. It's tough to say, really. I mean, how good I played 3 or 4 years ago. I would like to say that right now I'm playing pretty good, and I'm going to be tough for everybody, and that's a pretty good thing already.
You showed that little section of the draw. If you get out of that section, Mr. Federer is waiting.
Yeah, you know, obviously, I think everybody looks ahead in the draw, and you see maybe who you could play in the round of 16 or quarters. I mean, obviously, it would be a great matchup, I think, to play him here in the 4th round. But like I said, next up is Paul Goldstein, a tough guy to play. After that would be another tough guy to play. So, you know, you have to play match for match and see how you come out playing on Thursday. That's the most important thing right now.
Tommy, well done today. We thank you for your time.
You're welcome.
New look, new year.
Thanks, appreciate
Big
it.
future. Tommy Haas, in impressive fashion, on to round number 2. There's the Belgian flag, and there is Kim Clijsters checking the skies. She's going to try to go against the hip flexor. Feels good enough. Yang Zhang Cho is her opponent. We'll update that story when we come back on day 2. You're watching the 2006 Australian Open on ESPN2. Czech Robin Vick facing Aussie number 3 seed Lleyton Hewitt in first-round action. Now, due to time constraints, we move ahead in the match. Cliff Drysdale and Patrick McEnroe continue the call.
Scenes from around Melbourne here, including the Flinders Park train station. You can go just about anywhere from in Australia from that station here in Melbourne, second largest city in the country. And they're all eyes, though, in Melbourne and around the country on Lleyton Hewitt. He's in front in the 3rd set, but he's struggling.
It's in.
It's in. Yeah. Flat miss hit. What does this say about parity in men's tennis, Patrick? Number 3 in the world, struggling here against the guy who's in the 60s.
Yeah, we've seen it a lot in the last, well, really the last 10 years now. Another break over there. Vodafone show with 3rd straight break. And the depth in the men's game. Continues to get deeper, and by the way, the women are catching up now as well.
I was just thinking that.
15.
Just asked Venus Williams about that. Of course, she didn't play her best, but 10 years ago, that wouldn't have mattered. The first week of a major for one of the top women. Now they've got to be on their guard from the get-go.
All right, Hewitt's got a couple of chances. His first chances to break in a while. In fact, hasn't had any this set.
That was a big break for Hewitt there. Hit the net, sat up for him. Easy forehand, trying to get himself going, get the crowd going. Catching just a huge break with that call in the last game. Oh, yes.
Out of reach, and Hewitt gets the break. Tell you what, you're going to pick up the paper tomorrow morning, and you're going to read Hewitt wins another one in 4 sets, and you say, well, you know, whatever, that's to be expected. But if you're sitting here at this moment, at least until this moment anyway, it has been so close, and he's been Very fortunate in this third set to be where he is now, which is serving for the set. Very fortunate.
Hewitt has saved 6 break points in this set. And that last point was the first break point that he had, and he converted it. Another double.
8 double fault for Hewitt. And it's hard to explain, other than the fact that he has not played a lot of tennis here lately. He lost a couple of matches here in warm-up, 2 warm-up events for the Australian Open. Meanwhile, Davydenko at 5-3, serving for the match against Ivo Karlovic.
Oh, that's a great shot. That's really Hewitt, vintage Hewitt there. Scrambling, keeping himself in the point with his speed, his determination. And then he sees a slight little opening, takes the 2-hander up the line.
Live coverage of the Australian Open Day 2. It's Lleyton Hewitt in trouble, or he was in trouble. Now he's serving to go up by 2-1. Taking on Robin Vick, Czech Republic. It's 30-all in this game. Hewitt leading 5-3. But he was in serious trouble in this third set. Was able to hang on. 2 points from the set. You know, Patrick, you talked about it earlier, and about the different looks and spins and strategic plays that Vic has been making, and he continues. I mean, that's just amazing. And it's very difficult to get into a groove, but look at this number here.
That's been the key in this set.
Another chance for Vic. His 7th of the set. So Robin Vick gets the odds, breaks back, and it's 4-5. He'll serve on serve, and we come back in the third. Hewitt, Australia, number 3 seed, the last year's finalist here, losing to Marat Safin in the championship match in 4 sets. Hewitt and Vick on serve, third set, 4-5. This is Robin Vick. He lost his serve last time as Hewitt took the lead, but Hewitt immediately broken by Vick.
15.
Sliding serve, sliding away from Hewitt. Oysters still down a break at 3-2. Davydenko able to close out Karlovic. 3 hours and 21 minutes for the number 5 seed. Impressive game here.
Davydenko takes on Kevin Kim, USA now. Kim had the win over Harel Levy of Israel. for 5-all. Throws that one out wide. He's got quite a lot of spin on the ball. He throws it up a lot higher than where he makes contact with it, Robin Vick, but he holds on, and it is 5 apiece in the third set. Looking at the total points, Patrick, because I felt sure that Vick was up on Hewitt in the set, but it's not the case. 29-28. I mean, I guess this third set's a little closer than what I imagined. Vick, all those chances to break, though. The king of Hewitt.
1500.
Oh, he's down.
Sometimes that's where the ankle can give a little bit on this rebound ace surface, which can get a bit sticky, particularly when players are stretched out. Let's see if we can get a look there. Yeah, sometimes, you know, because your foot gets stuck there and you don't slide, you know, even on the hard court, you can get a little bit of slide when you're off balance there. That's why you see a lot of players suffer ankle injuries on this surface.
Well, Hewitt is not a big fan of this surface, as we were saying earlier. He said it's not the greatest surface for injuries. Watch this again. Let's see how he goes over.
Watch his foot, that left foot there gets sort of stuck right there, and see, it just sticks. Usually you get a little give, and that protects the ankle a bit.
15-30. Hewitt throwing in a little angle of his own there, because Vick has been doing that a lot to him. It works, and it's 30-all. This is dead even, this match. Set apiece, 5-all, and 30-all. So Clijsters breaks back. Again, 3-3 first set.
Vick playing some defense there. Hewitt was a little hesitant on the approach. A couple of times he had the chance to come in. Finally, he comes in here, but Vick, I mean, that two-hander, when he has some time, that thing is deadly. That's his 11th backhand winner of the match.
Break point. That double fault gives Robin Vick, who has only ever in his history played 3 best-of-5 set matches. He'll surf it. Fans out there outside of Rod Laver Arena enjoy this afternoon with Robin Vick now up 6-5, about to serve against Lleyton Hewitt for a 2-set-to-1 lead against number 3. Robin Vick going into this set, I think I've got a good chance, better chance than at any other time, because he may not be feeling very good. Just have to do my best. But he's a great player. Words of Robin Vick.
Well, one of the other things he said, Vic, was he said, you know, I've watched Hewitt with a couple of these tournaments, warm-up tournaments, and he said, you know, obviously Hewitt's the speed is there, the quickness that we all know. He said, but it just doesn't look like he's going after his shots. It doesn't look like he's hitting the ball. He's hitting a lot of balls short. Another unforced error there from Hewitt.
30-love Vick. He's 2 points away from a 2-set-to-1 lead. Look, Vick has only played 3 best-of-5-set matches. He played a 4-setter, losing to Carlos Moy at the French last year. And he lost a 4-setter to Olivier Rochus, the Belgian, at the US Open. So, I mean, he doesn't have experience of best-of-5-set matches. He's on the brink here now of going to a 4th here with a 2-set-to-1 lead against the number 3 seed.